Hi everybody, we experienced a few technical difficulties, so we'll just give everybody a couple minutes to route over to the new link. Thank you. Okay, everybody, we'll just give them a couple more minutes to join. We had a few technical difficulties, so I truly apologize for swapping that link last minute there. Again, we'll join in just a couple minutes. Okay, we'll get started here. Welcome. So good afternoon, good evening, or good morning to some of you based on wherever you are in the world. Today we're going over Hack Day at the HP Big Data Conference coming up next week on Monday, August 10th. Today is just kind of housekeeping. We're going over the event roadmap and offering access to resources to help you prepare. So diving into this, okay, so the Big Data Conference is going to be in Boston, so make sure you show up to the right city. The conference itself runs from August 10th through August 13th. There is a different registration package for you to attend all of the different sessions. There's a ton going on, so make sure you check the website. Hack Day itself is the kickoff on Monday, bright and early on August 10th, but everything is happening in the same location. Let me introduce my colleague, Jen.
Hi, again, welcome. Thank you for joining us this kickoff meeting. So again, Hack Day at the Big Data Conference is your chance to meet like-minded innovators, get a first-hand experience with our different technologies, meet our developers and mentors and network. So we're very excited to have you in Boston with us, and thank you for joining us.
Great. And before we delve into some of the details here, just some housekeeping slides for everyone. If you are not presenting or asking a question, just go ahead and mute your mic so we don't get background noise. And then whomever is presenting will show up along the bottom and go ahead and select so that you can see the full screen of the slides that they're sharing. Right, so just to know before you go, most of you did already register on the website for Hack Day. That registration is free. And just so you know, you do not need to register for the conference to participate in the Hack Day. It's a separate cost for the conference, but it's definitely encouraged if you can make your way over there.
And we have a lot of different activities for the conference. So Tuesday night we have, our Big Data MVP Unconference and Community Night. So if you're able to, definitely try and join and register for the conference so you get an overall full experience.
Perfect. And if questions come up as we're doing this presentation today, make sure you just go ahead and enter your question in the group chat and we'll intercept it as we go through everything.
So next up, we'll just kind of briefly walk you through the day of event schedule. Again, Monday, August 10th. Please join us from 8 to 8:30. The doors will open. We'll have breakfast provided for you, coffee, pastries, all that good stuff. 8:30 to 9, we'll do the kickoff with the lightning talks. We'll have our sponsor pitches. So each team will talk about sponsors will talk about their technologies, their challenges, so you can get a better understanding of, what are the different challenges, criteria, and prizes. 9 to 9:30 will be the team formation. So at that time, you'll get to kind of network with, peers in the same industry, start forming your team. 9:30 to 5:30 will be coding. So you'll have 8 hours of coding, and we'll definitely have, snacks and beverage for you to keep you focused and hydrated. 5:30 to 6, we'll have demos followed by judging, and then we'll have everything wrap up by 7 for the awards ceremony. So we're excited to have you. That's kind of just the run of show for day of.
Great, thanks, Jen.
Again, event roadmap, each team we're aiming to have 3 max per team. So just keep that in mind when you're forming your teams. You'll have 8 hours to code. We have 1 main challenge, overall challenge. So it's a peer voting challenge. And then we have 3 sponsored challenges focusing on Helion and HP Haven. Be sure to submit everything through GitHub. We'll have more info on site. A little thing you can do event would just be, please log on to Challenge Post. The link is provided here. So just set up your developer profile. And I know that, 20 of you have already done so that's great. Those of you who haven't, please go on, just register, set up your profile so you kind of get to know, who you're competing with, who you may team up with, just get an overall feel for the other coders that will be working with you.
Okay, so just a reminder, you absolutely can form a team, maximum 3 team members. You can join an existing team, as Jen mentioned, going on to Challenge Post or meeting people on site, or you can participate yourself if you think you can get the coding done in 8 hours. So we just want to make sure you have the resources. If you don't know anyone in the area, you will have that half hour in the morning to pitch your ideas and talk to the fellow participants. So 9 to 9:30, yep. That's what it's all about. And we will have a team on site directing you once you have that team to go and give your information over to the organizers.
So just find me on site. I'll be at a table from 9 to 9:30. Once you have your team, just come and sign up.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we are going to try and turn this over to Sean Hughes, who is the Director of Evangelism for HP Big Data. So just give me a moment. Sorry guys, we are experiencing some technical difficulties despite us having run-throughs. So just to cover a few more items of know before you go, what you do want to do is you can bring your own app, you can start from scratch, or just bring something open source. And then we will have canned data sets available if you don't have your access to your own data. We'll also have technical experts on site doing the HP Helium Development Platform intro. So that is an environment that you can go ahead and deploy your app on, or you can pick your own app host for the main challenge. We'll also have the Haven Marketplace, so special access to that if you'd like to use the data visualization tool. And just so you know, for all of the main Hack Day challenge, your app must be powered by HP Haven. They'll say a meaningful way, so we don't have strict criteria because we want to see innovation, but all code relating to the implementation and use of HP Haven must be fresh code. That means you are coding on site during the event. Okay, moving right along here.
So each team will definitely have mentors on site to provide you support. So you're not just on your own for 8 hours. If you have any questions, we have sponsor tables with our developers that will be able to assist you and provide some guidance to give you the best hands-on learning experience possible. So you will have mentors.
Mentors, happy people, and help you with all the questions. So you only have 8 hours. Make sure that you take advantage of those resources that are on site. Okay. So briefly, I'm going to cover the different technologies that you'll experience on Hack Day. We won't dive into the details here because Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week, we actually have some deep dives into each of the sponsored challenges. We have our technical experts that will be on the line in the Google Hangouts leading you through. So it'll be a great option to make sure that the technical questions get answered. So we'll just do a high-level overview now.
So moving on with the main challenge. So it's the Seize the Data 2015 Hack Day Champion. The main challenge will be judged by participating teams. So just keep in mind, you can't vote for your own teams. We want you guys to support each other. So vote for your peer teams that you think is the best, that deserves to win the main challenge. Criteria: your app must be powered by HP Haven in a meaningful way. All code relating to the implementation and use of HP Haven must be fresh code, written during the coding session at the event. So it must be written during that 8 hours, day of August 10th. So just keep in mind, teams will build apps from scratch: mobile app, consumer web app, business web app, or you can build product add-ons using sponsored technology. So we're very excited to see, what you guys will create for the main challenge.
Fame and glory and this shiny gold trophy. So you definitely want to show that off. You can walk through the conference holding it high, feeling proud. Okay. Okay, so moving on to our first sponsored challenge. You will get a deep dive with Sujay, our developer evangelist, this Wednesday, August 5th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So what he's going to do is go through all of the criteria and actually give an example of developing a Ruby on Rails app and deploying onto Helium Development Platform. So this is a technology some of you may or may not be familiar with. You can use any language. The criteria is pretty simple. We're looking for creativity. You do need to create and push that app to the platform. And then visually appealing interface, HTML, CSS, another technology that you're familiar with, and you'll get points based on that. So also additional points will be awarded for compatibility on mobile devices since we're all stuck on our phones. So we just want to let you know there are prizes for the sponsored challenge. So if you need some new devices in your home, and the first 10 teams to successfully deploy on the Helian Development Platform will also receive a special prize. So it's a great challenge, gets you exposed to some different technologies there. So moving right along to our second sponsored challenge. This one's great. It's a HP Haven Freestyle Data Challenge. So all about big data for this conference. And we want developers to show off SQL and R skills. And it's really about creating the most awesome big data insights. So this criteria, you can use any of the data sets that have been preloaded. This is HP Vertica On Demand, which we will be covering in detail tomorrow at 6:30 with Sangamesh, another technical expert.
We'll also have a Boston local meetup as well, which we'll cover later on in the slide.
So there's some really great resources to access to really help you grasp this challenge and take it on for a win. All right, and moving on to our final sponsored challenge. This is HP Haven On Demand API. So what Haven On Demand offers is 70+ APIs to choose from. You can use any combination. The criteria is, again, innovation. Chaining multiple Haven On Demand APIs is encouraged. That'll give you a more impressive outcome, especially for the judging.
And just keep in mind, Haven On Demand gives you the capability to store, analyze, and index and categorize structured and unstructured data. So we're really excited to see get creative. We're excited to see what you guys will create.
And we will have Martin this Thursday on the 6th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, diving into this particular challenge and making sure that you get a head start and obviously win yet another one. So new laptop, you can do it.
And all the teams can enter all these different challenges. So who knows, maybe you'll take home all the prizes.
That would be a good time.
Again, we mentioned earlier, we'll have a local meetup coming up August 6th. You get to meet Sangamesh 6:30 p.m. or 6 p.m. in Cambridge. So just the link is provided for the meetup. So if you're free, bring your friends, come to the Cambridge Data Flow Analytics meetup, learn about HP Vertica On Demand solutions. Just RSVP. We love to have you there. Food and beverage will be provided.
Perfect. I'm always excited for a free meal.
They're always fun.
And Sangamesh is doing that same Google Hangout, so you can get a lot of time with him prior to Hack Day.
Get a heads up.
All right. So what you're participating right now is our Google Hangout. This is Hack Day at the HP Big Data Conference event roadmap. Jen and I are just giving you where do I look next? How do I get started? But tomorrow, as I mentioned, introducing HP Vertica On Demand with Sangamesh. These are all 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So right during happy hour or when you get off work and you're lounging on the couch.
Hop on and join us.
And the technical experts will be on the line Tuesday through Thursday. So you'll have us, a little bit of us. This is your cloud. So let's build and deploy an application together using HP Helian Development Platform. That is with Sujay. He's great, very funny. And Thursday, the 6th, harnessing the power of unstructured data with HP Idle On Demand. Martin will be presenting, and that's really going to help you with the HP Haven API challenge.
And we'd love for you to just be able to join us on the Google Hangouts. And if you happen to not be able to make it any one of these, we'll have the recording available for you as well, so you can watch it at your own time.
And we'll send out the slide decks as well, so you can access. All right. And blowing your mind with even more training and resources so that you can that are pre-recorded, so this can be accessed anytime, morning, afternoon, night. HP Haven has a couple on harnessing the power of unstructured data. So again, that Google Hangout will be really relevant there. The on-demand API tutorials and the Vertica video tutorials, all really great resources.
And Helium will have bringing OpenStack and Cloud Foundry together to manage complex cloud workloads. Inside, look at HP Helium Development Platform, HP Helium Development Platform 1.2, and introducing Cloud Foundry, learn how to build and deploy cloud-native applications. So those, again, are pre-recorded, train on your own schedule.
Yep. Super. So the final note that we wanted to make here is while you're coding all day next Monday, keep up to date with all of our conversations. So we'll have Twitter and Facebook live posts. HP Software will be doing live posts about the conference overall as well. Our social media team will be on site, and they're very interested in the work that you're doing and your creativity. So they'll be actually taking video clips. They'll ask to interview you and just get to know your app, your ideas. And it's great exposure for you. It helps us understand where you're coming from and maybe what you need to know next time. But definitely look for Haley and her team as they take some photos, run around, and she has great prizes. Okay, and now I know that we're having some technical difficulties with this message, but if you guys have questions right now, go ahead and enter them in the group chat window, and we can read them aloud and answer. If you don't have a question now, and maybe when you're reviewing this deck later, which we will send out, you can direct your questions to jen.pan@hp.com. That's Jen sitting right next to me, and she'll go ahead and intercept and make sure that you get any guidance that you need.
Yeah, and if there's anything that we didn't cover today or in the following Google Hangouts, just feel free to reach out, and I'll be sure to respond to your email promptly.
Great. So don't forget, you do need your laptop, so bring your own device. You want a team, we said 1 to 3 participants per team, and each person does need to register individually on the website.
So register for Hack Day on the website. If you need that link, we're happy to send it to you. And then once you're registered, don't forget to also sign up, create your developer profile on our challenge post so you can meet other coders.
Perfect. So set your alarm. Make sure you get up early because we're going to start at 8 a.m. on Monday. All right.
Thank you for joining.
We're not getting any questions live right now, but we'll look forward to your questions via email, and we'll go ahead and send out this deck for you. But make sure you join the technical deep dives into those sponsored challenges. You get exposure to the technologies prior to Hack Day so that you can just start off with coding. And we'll see you Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.